Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another Red Dead Online video. My name is SaintsFan, and today I have 5 more things that you need to know in the game. One of them is actually how you get free high-level clothing, and I think that is probably one of the greatest things to know. If you guys do enjoy the video, though, I'd appreciate if you could drop it a like and subscribe if you are new around here so you don't miss my other Red Dead Online videos. Starting us off, though, the first thing, and this is something I've seen a lot of people ask why they're not at 100% and why there are no more missions for them to get to 100% in the progress of the story. I think there's only like 8 total missions. There's not a whole lot. But if you were like me and like a lot of other people, maybe you were stuck at 75% and you're wondering like, okay, when can I get to 100? Or is this as far as we can go? You can actually get to 100, but the way you get to 100, they don't tell you this. You need to either lower or improve your honor. So there are a couple of missions, I think 2 missions, that are dependent on both sides of your honor. So if you've been straight good, then you are not going to get the 2, bad missions, quote unquote. And I think the same applies if you're the opposite. If you were doing all the bad stuff, you're not going to get the good guy missions. Now, the good news, you don't have to lower it to the very end. You just got to basically become neutral again. And I don't know of any other way besides just killing people. Maybe there's a better way. This way, unfortunately, cost me a decent amount of money because you kept dying and you lose like $2 every time you die. And obviously, you're losing ammo. But I just went on a killing spree in Saint Denis. It took, I don't know, maybe like 30-ish minutes to go from full high honor to middle. But once I did that, then it unlocked the 2 missions, and then you can complete them, and you can get 100%. So if you are wondering, that's how you get 100%, and some of these missions pay a little bit more than normal. So definitely recommended by me. Next is something that is a super useful tip if your horse ends up dying. Regardless of if you have insurance or not, because insurance really doesn't matter in this game. The only thing the horse insurance does is save you a little bit of money when you recall it. But it tells you, when your horse dies, you have to go back to the stables. And if you're nowhere near a city, you're like, oh, geez, I got to go all the way back to a city just to get my horse. Because when you call a new horse, it'll be the scrawny nag. And no one wants the freaking scrawny nag. Well, all you have to do is hit left on the D-pad, go into the stables section, and then pick your horse from there. It is going to give you a little bit of a wait, like a cooldown. I don't know how long it is. It probably depends on how many times you've done this and if you've waited enough already. I think mine was only like 2 minutes, so it really wasn't too bad. But if you're out in the middle of nowhere, especially if you're out in the mountains and your horse ends up dying, it falls off a cliff or something, just go to the interaction menu and you can get your horse back from there. So you don't need to go all the way to a city. This saves you a lot of time. The third thing, and this is something regarding hunting and making money, I've seen a lot of people miss out on. And it makes sense because you wouldn't think, like logically, it doesn't make any sense in the game, because it's a Rockstar game, obviously. But skinning animals actually gives you more. Because a lot of people I've seen what they thought, if you don't skin the animal, let's just take a deer, for instance, a buck. If you don't skin them, you're like, all right, a fully preserved, perfect carcass, that's going to give me the most amount of money, right? So you go to the butcher and he gives you, let's say, $10. Well, if you were to skin that perfectly killed buck, what you would get is his antlers, which add up. You would get his meat, and I think there's like some other things you get. And then you also can pick up, you get the pelt, that's another thing. But then you can also pick up that skinned carcass, throw it on the back of your horse. And when you go back to the butcher, the carcass still, let's say, gives you $10, but you get an extra $4, $5, $6, $7 from all that other stuff you got from skinning. So definitely make sure you skin your animals before you sell them. Like I said, you would think perfectly preserved would be more. That's not how it works in this game. This next thing is not so much like a super crazy good tip or anything. It's just something that you might want to know if you are into the whole customization of your character. If your honor is at full max or full low, or if you've just gotten your honor to full max or like full lowness, you can go to your camp or any wardrobe and you actually get a unique little belt buckle. So I have the Good Honor one, and it's just like the Honor logo, where I believe the Bad Honor one is just the Bad Honor logo, but it's like a golden little circle, golden little belt buckle. So if you are interested, like I said, in the customization of stuff, then totally do that and use it and show it off. And then the final thing, how to get high level clothing. This is kind of broken. Maybe Rockstar will fix it. I mean, it is a beta, so who knows what's going to end up happening. But you can get like level 60, 70, 80, 90 level clothing for free. Super simple to do. I will say, though, the one downside, you're going to have to start a new character if you already have your own character. But you may think that's bad. However, apparently, when you restart a character, you don't lose any of your money or gold, so that all stays. The only thing you lose, obviously, is levels and stuff you've purchased, which pay a lot more than when you apparently redo them in free roam. But the way this works, after the tutorial, like the mini tutorial, you're put into the camp where you get to change out of your prison clothes, and the game gives you some regular clothes that you can put on. And if you like notice here, on some of them at least, it'll say like level 24, level 42, level 50 for some of these clothes, yet I can still put them on. Well, going through them, it doesn't give you a ton of options, but if you don't like anything that you see, all you need to do is close out the app on the Xbox or PS4 and then restart it, and it'll put you back in that same spot with different clothes every time. Sometimes these clothes are level 60, 70, 80, 90 clothing options, and you can get them for free. So if you want to have some clothing options that no one's going to have for quite some time, do this. Hell, I even seen people get the gold only clothing options, like some of the duster coats, I believe they're called. So if you really want to get some awesome looking clothing, you may want to do this a few times to see if you get lucky, to see if you can get one of those super rare, super high level items. But anyway, that is going to do it for this 5 things that you need to know video. Thank you all for watching. Please drop it a like I said at the beginning, if you did enjoy and found it helpful. The Rockstar Logic's going to be coming out later today, so hopefully you guys check that out. But as always, I will see you guys in the next one.